Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore, a series where we deliberately make things even harder by putting everything on the highest difficulty settings and adding in additional rules to make things even tougher. Tonight it is round 16, we're heading to Marina Bay for the Singapore Grand Prix. And as always, if you are new to the series, all the additional rules can be found in the video description just below. So do check those out if you're curious or just want to refresh. We are coming off the back of an almost Monza miracle. We couldn't quite get some points there, but we were really close. We were just a little unlucky on a couple of occasions with some slow overtakes. Yuki didn't really have the best race. Considering where he finished, it sounds silly to say that, but he wasn't very good going forward for whatever reason. Only one successful overtake in the entire race. That's pretty poor. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more aggressive here at Singapore. This is a race where anything can happen. We've had bizarre safety cars, we've had red flags, yellow flags, VSCs, full safety cars, all sorts of odd goings on in these races across the last year or two, both on this game and the previous installment as well. But this will be the first time that we actually get the proper, fully functioning version of this circuit, as the last time we were here was before the patch. So cars would just slow down all the way down that new back straight. That has been patched, it's been fixed. I have played the race and seen that in action. And yeah, I'm looking forward to our first actual proper race at racing speeds through that section now. And hopefully we can do something tonight. Who knows? Let's take a look at our car situation going into Singapore. It's not amazing. It's not horrendous. I mean, 15th in speed, it's not too bad, really. DRS is good. There are a couple of long DRS straights, so that will be useful. Good acceleration always helps us. I think if our acceleration was poor, we would be really struggling right now, because you look at our downforce and it is almost non-existent. It is really bad. 17th, 19th and 17th, it's really bad. What can you say? Dirty air performance, worst on the grid. So in following in traffic is not good for us. We need the clean air, and even then we're not that much better. And our brake cooling and engine cooling are definitely starting to suffer a little bit as well. Teams bringing upgrades, and we have stagnated deliberately because we are focusing in on research. Speaking of, I did do a little check after the stream last night, and the research we brought in hadn't updated properly, so let me show you exactly where we stand now in terms of research. So this is where we stand on the front wing situation. We do need to do another front wing project to counteract the loss of downforce we will suffer here in the high, medium and low. The rear wing that we got through yesterday has now put us in a position where we've just about clawed back the high speed loss. We've more than gained on the medium speed, and we've gained on the low speed as well, and obviously we've got some nice little gains a little further down as well, which is always good. If we take a look at the underfloor, this is one of the ones that also finished yesterday along with the suspension. This is our underfloor situation. We're actually ahead of the curve now on the underfloor, so we don't necessarily have to do another underfloor, although we may well do. We're ahead of the gains on high speed, very much so on medium speed and low speed as well. We've also got a very nice 7.5 to 8% gain in airflow and drag reduction for next season. And then we've got the suspension. This is the last one that popped right before we finished the stream last night, and again you can see we're ahead of the curve for the regulation changes next season. So again, we don't need to do another suspension, but if we do, it's all good. So feeling a lot more confident about our situation. We only really need to focus on the front wing everything else is kind of good. So that does actually open up the opportunity to maybe do a little bit more development in the closing stages of the season. Something we've kind of avoided doing for a while, simply because I wanted to focus in and make sure that we could counteract all those losses, which we have pretty much done now. We have got a new rear wing going through, as you can see. It's 26 days away, but we could potentially, once this front wing project is finished, we could potentially be sorted on front wings as well. So we shall see what that entails for us. But we could throw in a new underfloor before the end of the season, which I'm kind of wanting to do, actually, because, like I said, our downforce is almost non-existent, and we really need to buff it a little bit. We are under threat from both McLaren and Williams in the Constructors' Championship. We are currently 7th. Our objective is 8th, but we could easily end up 9th if we're not careful. These are the current standings, and you can see we're on 9 points. Williams gaining 4 in the last race, and now just 3 behind us. McLaren do have a better car than us and better drivers. Well, at least a better driver in Lando than us. You could argue that Lawson is on par with Piastri. But yeah, McLaren are definitely a threat as well. We're only 5 points clear of them, and while I don't mind dropping down to 8th, I really don't want to drop any lower than that, because that would then mean we would fail our objective for this season, and that's never good. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that we can hang on to that. Let's set some targets for tonight's race. We do have heavy rain on Friday for practice 1 and practice 2, light rain on Saturday for practice 3 and or qualifying, and then it'll be a dry race. So again, maybe we could qualify well. We have got a penalty to take with Yuki, and I don't know whether or not to take it here now. Yeah, depending on what happens with the rain, we may be able to, outperform our car again and get through to Q2 with both cars, or even get into Q3 like we did last night at Monza. So I think we'll have to play it by ear on that one. Let's set some conservative targets. So I had both cars in Q3. Wishful thinking. I don't quite know how we managed it at Monza, but I can't see it happening again tonight. So I'm just going to play it safe. One car in Q2, one in the top 15. That'll be worth a little bit of extra cash for us. Fastest lap's the incentive, so I'm going to go for and hope for 2 in the top 15 here tonight. Finish position streak. Once again, it's giving us a brand new streak. We achieved this streak in one go last night. I don't quite understand how that happened. It's a weird bug, but it's giving us 500,000. I'm not going to say no to the money. So let's see. Quali streak will go 1 in the top 15 for the next. Let's see how many races we've got left. Actually, it's around 16, isn't it? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 races to go. Yeah, we'll try. We'll try one car in the top 15 for 5 races. See how we go. You take the penalty. Rain gives more strategic opportunities. Well, the rain's only in practice and quali. It's not in the race. It's a dry race. So, yeah, like I said, we'll see how we qualify. If we don't qualify well, then I'll probably take the penalty. If we do qualify well, I'll probably hold off for another race and maybe take it at Suzuka or something. Right, targets are set. Let's head to Singapore.
Our Formula One season continues here, in the Republic of Singapore. Singapore's Marina Bay is a floodlit extravaganza for the senses and a true test for F1 drivers. Cars are just inches away from the walls on this tight street circuit, and even at night, the air thrums with heat. Singapore's streets are a constant challenge for drivers, where one lapse in concentration can easily see them hit the wall. Downforce is the name of the game here, and teams will need to add as much as possible to gain an advantage.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. And while there are plenty of rounds left, the teams know their time is slowly running out.
What will happen this weekend? Only time will tell.
So hello to everyone in chat. Mr. Waters here, Anthony. Aussie Spud is also with us, once again with his madness and insanity. Every time you pop in and say that, it always makes me think of Oliver from Coupling, who would just suddenly just go, craziness! Makes me think of that every time. Right, let's get started. It is a standard weekend, there's no sprint, so we will plop Fittipaldi back in the car. Let's go with soft tyres for both drivers. There we go. Parts, we need to swap those out. So we'll go with that engine. And that ERS. And I have to go with that gearbox. The other one won't last, unfortunately. Run plan for Marina Bay is 17 laps. Drop those settings down. We've got heavy rain forecast for this day, so it could be this session or the next one, or both. So that's why I'm starting on the softs with both cars. Save the hards for the Saturday, just in case. Right, 17 laps for Fittipaldi. Again, drop those settings, swap out the parts here. 3% engine, I can probably get away with that one actually for this session, because it's Fittipaldi, so he won't be running full length runs. Yeah, I can probably do the same with the ERS as well. This car's going to be so slow. It's going to be crawling. Can't get away with that gearbox though, so we will have to go with the 40%. And now it's time to put some setups on the car. So starting with Lawson, we will go with a 7, a 15.5, a 9.1, a minus 2.7, and a 0.9. There we go, everything in tolerance. So Straya Spud. Straya as in S-T-R-A-Y-A. Straya, short for, it's the colloquially, the Australian colloquialism. I can't even speak tonight. Colloquial, yeah, that word. It's Aussie slang for Australia. I've completely lost my train of thought now. Yes, there we go. We've done the setup on that car. We're on to car number 2. What am I going to do with this one? Let's go very different. Let's go with a 9 on the front wing, a 15 on the rear, a 6.4, a minus 2.7, and a 1. There we go. And let's send them out to the track. So a quick look at the radar. We can actually get some dry running in for this first stint, which is good.
Radio check. Yeah, radio check, okay.
Radio loud and clear.
So, if you're like me and you were looking forward to playing City Skylines on your console, I've got some more bad news for you. It's been put back again. It was supposed to come out in spring of next year. Now it's within the first half of next year. So, June, basically. And that's still not a confirmed date. It's still just a window. So it could even get put back to, you know, this time next year. You know, they could basically delay the game by a year, the way things are going. Disappointing, but yeah, given the mess that it is on PC right now, I would rather wait than try and play something that is just unplayable. Alright, we've got some feedback for Lawson. Has it started raining already? No, it hasn't yet. 82%, a bit of work needed there. Just waiting on Enzo's feedback.
How was that one?
There it is. Oh, 69. That is not nice. A lot of work to do there. Let's call that car straight in.
What's your limitation?
My pace feels good right now.
Okay.
Pit lane.
Pit limiter on. And stop on the marks.
Alright, so a lot of stuff to change here. It's going to be a 9-1 on the roll bar. The front wing is going to need to come down. I'm going to go with a 6.5, 15.5, 9.1, 2.75, 0.9. Yeah, that could work. But if I go to what we put on Lawson's car, a 7, 15.5, 9127.9, actually looks a little bit better. We'll go with that. Alright. Let Lawson finish his stint.
Rain still coming.
Okay, mate, copy.
Right, let's take a look. So, that needs to be an 8.2. Let's push that up to... I'm going to have to wing this one. I don't have anything that is even remotely compatible by the look of it. Going to push that up there. Let's move that a little bit. I think that might actually need to be a 7.3. I'm going to go with that. Give that a try. full wets onto Lawson as well. Quick name change. Yeah, I guess that was a personal addition. I've never called you a scrub-headed turkey before. I don't think anyone else in chat has either, so... You do realise everyone's going to call you scrub now? Oh, we got a VSCs. Someone has had a big whoopsie. We actually get to see this one. Oh, it is an Aston as well, tied up in that. Norris is out.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Follow the reference.
Oh, no, 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 no. My controller's just locked up on me. I can access my PlayStation menu, but I hit the... God damn it. This bug's back. This is a bug that was the bane of my existence in the last game. I'd hit the touchpad to start moving the timing screen in the top left, and it would just freeze out inputs, and that's exactly what's happened. It's just soft locked me. Lawson got the penalty apparently as well. Or did I don't know. Did someone else get the penalty? No, it was Alonso got the penalty. I'm just looking at the replay. But I'm locked out. I can't do anything, so I'm going to have to restart this. Which is really, really annoying. How long's left in the 18 minutes? Yeah, we can't just sit here for 18 minutes and hope that it's fine. PlayStation button works, but the game itself is soft locked, so I can't do anything with it unless let me try turning off the controller and turning it back on again. Maybe that will work. We had this problem last year though. Nope. Nothing's responding. Let me try another pad. Well, that's a no-go. So, I have to end the stream because I've got to close the game down, which will automatically end the stream, and reboot the game. And see if that, that will obviously fix it. It's not a problem with the control, it's a problem with the game itself. The game did this to me so many times last year, the 2022 version, and for whatever reason that bug is now back in this one. It's the first time it's happened to me on 23, but it happened multiple times on live streams last year, to the point where I just stopped looking at the leaderboard altogether, trying to make changes. So yeah, I'm going to have to restart the game. It'll automatically end the stream because that's just the way it works with the PlayStation. So I'll see you again in a couple of minutes and we'll have to do this all over again.